the same. And you basically just need to ease it enough so that it has a very good, soft, smooth fit. Okay? You're going to do just like this says. And if anybody wants me to show you how you do this, I can show you. But what you do is you start sewing and you put your finger behind your presser foot. And it's going to sew until you can't hold anymore. And then you're going to let go and start again. Okay? And it is going to give you a really soft ease. Okay? Mm-hmm. And then if you have a pressing ham, you can lay this over the large end of the pressing ham and steam it a little bit. And that will make it crisper so that it's easier to sew. Okay? But you can see where that has it's been eased. Okay? Okay. Then the other ease stitch is when you're going to take and you're going to put 2 rows of ease stitching in. And you always do it between your notches. Okay? Now, this has not been drawn up yet. This is where you're going to pull your bobbin threads and ease, and you can press as you go to do this. Now, it is going to take a little bit more pulling on the inside, the outside, because you've got more to ease out here than you do in here. Now, most of the time, you're going to be instructed to ease with this one on the inside. I like to put an ease stitching row just inside, well, say this right here would be my seam line, okay? I like one on each side of my seam line, okay? Because if I do that, then I'm able to pull them up so that it's soft on both sides, okay? So I'm going to pull this when you pull your bobbin threads.
I have a really stupid question.
Yeah.
How do you know which is the bobbin thread and which is not?
Because the bobbin thread, first of all, is going to pull easier, but it's the bottom thread.
See this? See the little
Loops
loops around it?
Yeah.
That's on the bobbin side.
Okay.
The loop part is actually the needle.
Okay.
Okay? Because the needle's what goes up and down and makes the loops.
Gotcha.
Okay? But you want to pull this so that it's going to be pretty smooth, okay? And it's not difficult to do, okay? And then you're going to take and pull the other side, which is not going to take as much pulling, but you want it so that it's going to be flat together so that you're not going to have a lot of tucks in it, okay? And then you're going to set it in, you're going to pin it into the sleeve and stitch it in. And sometimes you have to work with it, and sometimes you have to work with it more if you have to take it up more. You know, you have to make it fit the arm sights, so you have to work with them. But you see how that one is starting to turn? Okay? Now, that is the other way to ease them. This kind of an ease here on a longer sleeve is going to be much more of a puff sleeve. Okay, you're not going to get this one flat so that it has no, you're going to pull this one and you're going to still have to pull the outside more than the inside, but you've got to get this one so that it's going to actually fit into the arm scythe with gathers. So, you see, particularly on children's clothes and on a lot of heirloom clothes, a lot of adult heirloom clothes that are made with lawn and batiste and fine fabrics, a lot of them will have soft ruffles, gathers in the top of the sleeve. And if you have a long sleeve like this, you're going to have that. And if you have one of those like little angel wing dresses, those have it. Usually those sleeves are usually edged with lace.
Okay, now, So you're gonna have some gathers that you're gonna have to go over, is that what you're saying?
Yes, you're going to have to
Some
pin.
pleating,
There's going to be some pleating. This is like a puff sleeve.
right.
And I always like to see straightened so that I have all my, because what you don't want with these is to stitch it and then have something show up like that. That looks like it's not straight. You don't want it to look like a mistake has been made. You know, see, like hers are all soft. See how that one is softly gathered?
Yeah.
But you want it so that they're gonna all come straight out. You don't want it so they're gonna look like.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna be wobbly jawed if they're not.
Yes, yes. So, you know, you need to be sure. And that's another reason why I like to run the 2 rows. And then I stitch right along this one. And I know that it's going to be pretty on the other side.
No, wait, you stitch along which one? The one that's at
You stitch it along your 5/8 inch. But if
Okay,
you
gotcha.
look, this one is probably, or should not be.
it should be at 6/8.
See how much further in? See, this one is in here further, like 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch.
Wait, you're saying,
So this one, I have it wider here.
Right.
Because I want this one to be smoother and flatter.
and then that
And
one you
this
got
one
that
I have a little
5.
closer because I want to be able to control the straightness of my pleats. Do y'all
So
understand
you did that like at 5/8?
Well, if I'm sewing it at 5/8, I have it just over 5/8. I think that's a little bit more than 5/8,
Yeah.
but I didn't measure it, y'all. I never do.
But you have that one in closer. You're saying like
Yeah, but now
right
see,
back-
this one's the gathered one.
Right, so that's gonna be like, okay.
Yeah. And the other thing, let me show you while I've done it on the hem gather. But when you're doing these, it's a good idea to take and have a pin
At the end.
at the end
Yeah.
of each one. Don't do 2 together, so that you can,
We pulled it out the other day.
like that.
We pulled I was trying to show somebody how to do the ruffle, and she kept going and going, and I wasn't watching her, and then she just pulled the string
Right
through
out,
it.
yeah.
And it took a long time. So
Yeah. And then you'd have another pin here, and you pull it up that way, and then you're going to work from the other end too. But yes, you want to have something that, and the other thing is when you're straightening your gathers out, if you don't have something holding it, they're going to feed off. Okay? So you want to have them like that. Okay? All right, that's 1, 2, 3. Okay,